Sanam, I think I'm live. Hey, hey, hey. Gosh, I'm close. How's that? Y'all, I got a ring light. It's a big one, too. I had to find one that would come here in time. Because, like, every other one that I found was like, it'll be there on May 12th. I'm like, that's not good enough. I need it now. Because I'm actually creating a course. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm like, it's been really fun putting this together. And I'm just going to give one little hint. I do, for the positive mind, of course, I teach stretch pose, and my cat crawled right on me. It was pretty funny. So, hi, I'm Laura Christine, and I'm here in Radiant Leader Circle for Pineapple Parable. Truth be told, I'm not exactly sure if this is a parable, because I'm not exactly sure what parable really means. I just think Jesus told them. Anyway, not saying I'm him, but I think it's just a story that I'm going to relate to my own life. So that's all. And it's not even really a story. I don't know. You know me. I say what I say. So I am here to talk about self-love and how I learned to love myself. And I'll probably say something about, I don't know, how I didn't. I also have fun things today. I have a heart made out of rose quartz. I am activation cards made by our dear friend Soraya. And I have the Bhagavad Gita because I started reading this one again. I got really inspired after reading Autobiography of a Yogi. And then I looked on my bookshelf and I don't have many books because I gave them all away when I moved here. And so I've collected a few more. And I have The Alchemist I got for Christmas from my mom. Awesome, by the way. I got The Tao Made Easy given to me by my dear friend Natasha, written by Alan Cohen. I have Too Sensitive, written by Rebecca Garifo. I have The Catcher in the Rye, because my favorite. And I have The Hobbit. And I have the Bhagavad Gita. And the Tarot by... I can't remember her name, or his name. The Toth one, though. You know, the one that goes with the Toth. Hey, Candace! How are you? I'm just saying stuff until I begin again. So yeah, we are here, and I am really excited to talk about how I learned to love myself, and hopefully it'll give you a little bit of insight on how you can cultivate even more love. The cool thing about loving yourself is that the more you love yourself, the more you uncover to love. The more you uncover, anyway, or not love, but I think Judy might be here too. Hi, Judy. If you're here, can you comment, you guys? Because I cannot see you unless you comment. And honestly, can't even tell you if I can see you if you do comment. So if you do comment and I don't say anything, I apologize. It's because Facebook hasn't figured out how to show me everybody who's commented yet. But Satnam, and welcome. What time is it? 9:01? Okay. So I'll start my little intro. I'm Laura Christine, as you all know, and I'm really here to uplift humanity one soul at a time, hopefully more, because I don't know, what if I do something and more than one person sees it and they were both uplifted? Then I guess that's two souls at a time. Cool. That's why I love technology. Candace has the Toth deck too. Oh, isn't the best? Oh my gosh. Maybe next week I'll draw something from there. Tarot. So, I think Sean is here too, but again, I can't see anything unless you comment, and I don't even know if I'll see all your comments, but I see Candace's, so thank you, Candace. All right, so again, I'm not sure exactly what a parable is, but I called this the pineapple parable because I'm going to tell a little story about a pineapple, but not really. I'm just going to tell you, hey Sean, I see that you're here now, yay! So, I'm going to start talking about pineapples. I hated pineapples. I absolutely hated. I was like, why do these things exist? I was a kid. I was growing up in Minnesota. Anytime pineapple was in something, it would completely destroy it. Why would you put pineapple in fruit salad? Because you don't have any other fruit, then you just have pineapple flavored. Ugh. I hated it. I hated pineapple. Tell me if you like pineapple in the comments. Say, I love it or I hate it. Because I don't think there's a happy medium. But if you are in the happy medium where you're like, nah, it's all right, but I don't hate it. I'll eat it. Please put happy because I am confused by you and I want to get to know you more. So I grew up and lived my adult life hating pineapple. Well, the part of my adult life I've lived so far. I hated it. So I moved to Hawaii and I hated it. And I was working at a spa, and one of the therapists, who I hired, by the way, I'm very proud of that fact that I hired this guy because he's really good. But I was given the, ooh, I see more. Okay, hold on. My internet is slow. Judy is here. Hi, Judy. How did you really feel about pineapple? I hated it. Candace likes it. Okay, good. I do too now. But so here it is. So John brings in, not my husband, different John. John brings in pineapple, and I'm just like, oh, that's nice. It's really nice for you to share. You know, it's great. He's like, you want a piece? I'm like, oh, I don't like pineapple. He's like, oh, it's really good. It's super sweet. And I'm just like, And I thought, you know what? I'm in Hawaii. I'll eat a bite of pineapple. It's not going to kill me, even though I hate it. So I took this bite of pineapple, and I have to say, wow, I was like so surprised because, oh my God, it was so good. It was juicy. It was sweet. It didn't have that really offensive, tangy stringiness that every other pineapple I'd ever tried had. And I was just like, whoa. So I was thinking about this fact the other day, and I realized that the farther away you are from the source, at least of pineapple, it's not very good. Like it gets worse and worse and worse. So Candace, you don't like pineapple, right? Well, you're way over there in Toronto, right? It's pretty far away from where pineapples grow. Minnesota, almost as far. Yeah, they're not good. They're not good. And oh, Judy likes it with either ginger or cottage cheese. Ginger, like, do you grate the ginger on? Or is it like pickled ginger? Tell me, I gotta know. And cottage cheese, that I have not tried. I don't eat much dairy, but I mean, why not, right? Why not try it? That sounds kind of cool. All right. I love learning from you guys. You're the best. But tell me about that ginger, Judy, whenever, you know, your computer, I know there's a lag too. Yeah. So I realized that this same exact thing happened to me with like, no, I love pineapple. I still don't think it goes in fruit salad because it does just take over. And like, why? Why would you need anything with pineapple other than maybe ginger that I could try? Like, it's not necessary. It's just perfect as it is, right? If you like it. And so I love it. It doesn't need anything. And I realized that this happened to myself with my own self-love journey, that I was just looking for self-love so far from the source, my source. What is my source? Well, it's the capital S self, which is God. I'll read a little bit about that here. I'm just going to pick a page really and read it because it's all saying like the self within the self, like honor the self in the self. That's me, you know, that's God. Okay. So anyway, when I started to do yoga, I really didn't like who I was. I like it when it's all alone and perfectly soft and sweet. Exactly. That's how I like myself too, when I'm all alone and soft and sweet. Let me know if you like to be alone. Or if, you know, if this whole like separation thing is, it can be challenging too. So let me know how you guys are doing. Okay, I really do want to know. I'll reach out. Don't put it past me. I will. I started to get acquainted with my own source when I started to do yoga. Long story short, yeah, right. First time I did yoga, actually, I was in this class called Techniques of Relaxation in college. Why did I take that class? Easy credit. That's why. And we had to do a video of yoga, I think 3 days. And the first day I was there and I did it. And then the next 2 days that we did it, I skipped because I thought it was stupid. Like, I lift weights and I run, to like relax. Yeah, okay. Because I was not relaxed, you guys. I was one stressed out little girl, well, and college age girl. I was so self critical my whole entire life. Yes, my numerology points to that, but we're not going to get into detail about that today. And I just, no, I wasn't relaxed. I was absolutely not relaxed. I ran to stay halfway sane, which I was halfway sane. I was never clinically diagnosed depressed and anxious, but I was depressed and anxious. So maybe that helped a bit. I just didn't know myself. I didn't know myself. How do you love what you don't know, So a year or so later, I was in my painting class because I went to school for, well, I went to school for model building, but then I thought they're still telling me what to do. Screw this, I'm going to do art. So I was a painting major, or an art major. And one of the girls in my class had dreadlocks and like she was just so cool. And she was the yoga teacher at the rec center. And I was just like, I'm going to try that. Like, my state of mind was completely different because by this time I had switched my major away from business. That killed me. To art and Spanish. I was actually enjoying those things. I started to listen to that bit inside me. Like, why don't you just have fun? Do what you love. Yeah. So at a whole different space, I went to this yoga class and she was the teacher. She was great. We did this yoga set. It wasn't too hard. It was, for somebody who was already, active and working out a bit, it wasn't too challenging. Not that being in the postures isn't, because it is, but I can't even tell you how I felt when I woke up from Shavasana. Because we were in a rec center in a racquetball court. So it was really echoey and really loud from the outside, right? And so people who are used to doing yoga, usually they do it in the dance studio, but it was double booked. They are used to quiet, peaceful, serene. Here I am. I'm used to my life of crazy, hectic. I got to do everything perfect and I got to make all these deadlines and I got to pass all my tests, with flying colors and easily, and I have to be the smartest or whatever I thought I needed to be. So it was perfect. It was a perfect little container for me. It was what I was used to. I did this yoga. I woke up from Shavasana and I was like, oh my God, I could take on the world and fall asleep at the same time. My nervous system had not known that kind of relaxation since before I was born, probably. Yeah, probably. So it was just like, holy crap. I never looked back. I kept going to the classes. I kept avoiding who I was on the inside as well. I went for a normal job after college as a staffing specialist. I hated it. Hated it. It just wasn't for me. How were your guys', how was your first job after whatever schooling you completed? Tell me how your first job was. I really want to know. Did you love it? Was it a good fit for you? Did you kind of, flow into the right thing for you? Or was it more of a learning experience like mine was? Like, if you don't listen to yourself and do what you love, you're not going to be happy. Let me know how it was. So I started to look into how to become a teacher, because the only thing that helped me feel good was yoga. So I wanted to help other people feel good and do yoga. So I learned hatha yoga and I went to teacher training for it, and it was awesome. And my teacher is this bright light. I love her. And she has cottage cheese with flaxseed because of its anti-cancerous properties, I want to say. Please do not think that I'm giving you medical advice. I have a whole disclaimer on my website. Go check it out. But that was cool to learn as well. And I just kept getting closer and closer and closer in to my source, myself, my truth. And that brought me to Kundalini yoga. And then the doors just flew open and my wings just went, phew, and it was just like, ah. And that's what gave me the courage to come to Hawaii with no plan. Okay, so I have some other things. I'm going to move into some other things now. That was my little parable about a pineapple. When I was in my first teacher training, I used oracle cards for the first time. I'm going to use one now because I think some crazy stuff is happening in the world. I'm going to say two things about that. I don't actually know. I think I'm channeling right now. Like, whenever I do these, I think I'm just channeling. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just talk. So, yes, there is some darkness happening on Earth. And we live on Earth. And we get to decide what to do with that. We get to decide how to respond to that. And I'm learning more and more and more. And this is for myself. And each of us is going to have our own path and our own way that we deal with the things that we deal with. But for me to be free, and that's my highest value, I want freedom. That's it. Like, just give me freedom. Laura, give me freedom. If I spend energy on being angry about and frustrated about what people are doing, what big humanitarian people may be doing, what ideas people are spreading, if I spend a lot of energy and time on that, I am as far from free as I've ever been. I am well aware of what is happening. I am choosing freedom. I am living in a different energetic space and timeline. As more and more people do that, I cannot believe things will not change. As we focus on how we want to be, because that's how we get where we are. We have to know what we want. As we focus, as we shift the focus from what we're pushing against to what we in truth know we are, which is light, which is eternal. Nothing can touch the inner light of the soul. Shoot, I have to read my journal too. I mean, not shoot, I just do. Because that is exactly what I'm saying right now. If this earth is going down a dark road, I'm on the earth. I don't want that. At the same time, I'm going to hold the light, and I'm going to continue to hold the light, and I'm going to hold the light in the way that I hold it. And I encourage you to hold the light in the way you hold it. And that's different for everybody. But if you're spending energy and time on anger and frustration, ask yourself if that's the light that you want to be holding. I'm going to draw a card now. This one right here. I feel like this is just for me. No, I'm kidding. But it's sweet. It's I am an angel. I hope you can see that. Okay. I am an angel. Let me read it for you. You have seen and unseen angels walking beside you, clearing all obstacles in your way. Call on them. This is so perfect. They are always there for you. Remember that you are also an angel on someone else's path. Okay? We are supported by angels. And others are supported by us. It goes hand in hand. We're all just this angelic light, right? Oh, I love that so much. Oh, these cards are great. 1 second. Okay, so today, this was an interesting one. This one came through like I didn't think at all. But my soul writing for today is contemplate the beauty of knowing beyond the beyond. And give thanks for the simple reminders that come your way. Sing praise to the fullness of reality, which is everything is energy, and energy must change. Nothing is everlasting in the state that it is now. And this was, my ego's like, I don't know. So tell me how you feel about this. It says, not even God. God is here as all of this. And this changes. God changes, but truth doesn't change. God is truth. See how it gets kind of like what? Truth is the true identity of all beings, of all creation made by the Creator. And this is an interesting period of mass confusion and darkness. And the most important thing for humanity is to find their inner guru, is to follow their inner light. For no matter what happens, the inner light cannot be touched, cannot be changed. For the inner light is truth, Satnam. It is a period, we know this from ancient texts and belief systems, like the Indian ones. We're in Kali Yuga. We're in the age of frickin' destruction, despair, death, for rebirth, but these ages take a long time. So we get to choose how we respond to this Kali Yuga. And yeah, some days suck, but it doesn't have to. Hey, this is good. Because this is from Bhagavad Gita. If you haven't read it, by the way, get this one. It's really good. Eknath Eswaran. I don't know if I said that right. The impermanent has no reality. Reality lies in the eternal. What happened to the light? That's weird. Okay, whatever. Those who have seen the boundary between these two have attained the end of all knowledge. Realize that which pervades the universe and is indestructible. No power can affect this unchanging, imperishable reality. The body is mortal, but that which dwells in the body is immortal and immeasurable. Therefore, Arjuna, fight in this battle. Ooh, that's a good one. Because, as I said, we're all going to deal with this darkness as we choose. And so if your dharma, if your inner knowing from a place of absolute centeredness and calm, get that? Absolute centeredness and calm is to do something about it, is to stand up, is to talk about it, is to share what you need to know. If that is truly your dharma and not your ego, because there's a lot of ego on all sides here, but if that is your dharma, then do it. That's your dharma. My dharma, I feel, is to just kind of share this this light, this wisdom maybe of the eternal soul, the self, and how to find your dharma, how to connect to that inner knowing. Yoga, it's like, that's how. That's why I teach what I teach. This really, really, really accessible doorway to the soul. This way to understand, what is my dharma? What is right for me? What is my purpose here on earth? So, let's see. Did I do everything I was going to do? Oh, I was going to talk about the rose quartz. Rose quartz. This is a little heart that I got. Cool story about that too, but I won't share it. Maybe another time. This is for the heart. It's compassion. I have rose quartz on my neck. I have rose quartz on my finger. I feel Kuan Yin really, really powerfully through rose quartz. She is a goddess of compassion. She brings, she just brings such a soft love for self and for others. So if you're feeling right now like you're not sure what to do, and you're feeling like, I'm not sure if I even have any idea of what my dharma is, I'm not sure, I just don't know, find a rose quartz and call on Kuan Yin as well. And just sit with it and be with it. I'll share something that I've chosen to do recently, and that is when I do feel the overwhelm happening around, I sit and meditate and my hands are in lotus, and I imagine having a cup, and this cup is a prayer. It's full of prayer, and I invite all of that energy, all of that fear, that overwhelm, that kind of anxiety into the cup. And this cup is pure light and pure love. And it's the prayer for enlightenment, for healing, for wholeness. Just to hold that in light and in love and in Satnam. Well, from pineapples all the way to that. Let me know if you have any questions because, yeah, I said a lot, I think, this time. But this is going to be here. I'm not taking this away. This is going to be here. These will all be here forever. So, well, for as long as the group exists. So, yeah, do take advantage. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Radiant Warrior Academy has space for more founders. And that means you pay $19 a month to join in a community where we get to practice together and we get to have sometimes one-on-one time, especially if you're a founder, because as we keep growing, we're going to have less and less of that happening because the group gets together to do a practice and laser coaching. And it's a really wonderful way to understand deeply the 10 bodies, yourself, your soul, and it helps you to bring yourself into that space of Dharma so you know what is the right path for me right now. What is my highest calling right now? Is it to meditate or is it to go out there and burn something? Whatever it is. But it's a living a life from Dharma rather than the ego, from Dharma rather than karma, which we have the ability to transcend in this lifetime. Whoa, I want that. So that's why I have Radiant Warrior Academy. It is for those who really, really, really know that there's so much more than what we see in ourselves and each other in the world. And we just want to take that sword of knowledge, or that sword of like I'm thinking of Archangel Michael's sword of truth, and just cut away what is not real and come into this realness and ripple that liberation out to the rest of the world. Because my friends, there's a lot going down right now and a lot of love is needed. And you are shining that love out. I know it. I feel it. And I'm so grateful. If you want a place to nurture that even more, join Radiant Warrior Academy. We have a blast. And we blast through our own blocks. It's awesome. Satnam, let me know if you want info on that, and I will send it to you. It is founders pricing until I change it on Monday forever. It's going to be $47 a month. Of course, you can still come in, but why wait if you are even a little bit curious? Because you can always, there's no time limit where you have to be in. You can just try it for a month and see how the energy resonates with you. And if it's not resonating with you, you'll leave. It's totally fine. You're free. So yeah, that's going on. And it's really, I'm just excited. So I love you all. I gotta go now because it's been 30 minutes. And I definitely want to keep these under 30 minutes. So you're the best. Satnam, stay strong, stay in your truth. Love you.